In the heart of a remote, fog-shrouded village named Blackwood, there lived a young woman named Elara. Her raven black hair framed porcelain skin, and her eyes held an eerie, captivating depth. Blackwood was a place shrouded in mystery, surrounded by dark woods that seemed to stretch on forever. One misty evening, as the moon cast an eerie glow over the village, Elara encountered a stranger named Adrian. Tall and enigmatic, he had an air of melancholy about him that drew her in. Their eyes met, and an inexplicable connection formed. They soon found themselves entwined in a love that defied explanation. As their love deepened, strange occurrences began to unfold in Blackwood. Whispers of a cursed past began to surface, tales of a tragic love story that had ended in heartbreak and death. The village's history was steeped in sorrow, with legends of a haunted mansion deep within the woods, said to be inhabited by the tormented spirits of lovers who had been torn apart. Elara and Adrian's love story seemed to mirror the past, as if they were fated to relive the tragedy. The villagers grew fearful, warning them that their love was cursed, destined to end in the same heart-wrenching manner. But the young lovers were undeterred, believing that their love was stronger than any curse. As the days passed, the village's atmosphere grew more oppressive. The woods seemed to whisper haunting secrets, and eerie apparitions began to appear in the moonlit nights. Elara and Adrian were undeterred, determined to break the cycle of tragedy that had plagued Blackwood for generations. They delved into the history of the cursed mansion, discovering that it was the story of a forbidden love torn apart by jealous relatives. The spirits of the ill-fated lovers were said to roam the mansion forever, seeking each other across the realms of the living and the dead. Elara and Adrian decided to confront the spirits, hoping to find a way to free themselves from the curse. They ventured into the mansion, where time seemed to stand still. Whispers echoed in the corridors, and the air was heavy with sorrow. They encountered the spirits, whose anguish was palpable, and learned that only a love strong enough to withstand the test of time and the shadows of the past could break the curse. As they navigated the treacherous challenges set by the spirits, Elara and Adrian's love was put to the ultimate test. They faced their deepest fears and insecurities, all the while battling the malevolent forces that sought to keep them apart. Their love proved resilient, fueled by a determination to rewrite the tragic history of Blackwood. In a climactic showdown, they confronted the ancient curse itself, a manifestation of heartbreak and despair. With their love as their shield, they shattered the curse's power, releasing the spirits from their torment. The mansion crumbled, and the darkness that had clung to Blackwood for centuries began to lift. The villagers witnessed the spectacle, and as the dawn broke, they saw the sun rise over a village transformed. The mist cleared, revealing a landscape reborn. Elara and Adrian stood hand in hand, their love having broken the curse and banished the shadows of the past. From that day on, Blackwood thrived in the light of a new beginning. Elara and Adrian's love story became a legend, a tale of love's power to conquer even the most sinister forces. And as the generations passed, their story was told as a cautionary tale, a reminder that love, no matter how terrifying the obstacles, could defy fate itself. In the dimly lit town of Ravenbrook, nestled amidst towering pine trees and enveloped in an eerie mist, there lived a tale of love that defied not only the boundaries of life and death, but also the very fabric of reality itself. The story begins with a young woman named Isabella, whose beauty was as mesmerizing as it was haunting. Isabella had always been drawn to the mysteries that shrouded Ravenbrook. Whispers of ghostly apparitions and a history steeped in tragedy only fueled her curiosity. One fateful evening, as the moon hung low in the sky, she ventured into the decrepit mansion at the edge of town, known as the Hollow Manor. The manor was rumored to be cursed, and anyone who entered was said to never return. Inside, Isabella found herself surrounded by dusty tapestries and ornate furniture, the air thick with an inexplicable heaviness. As she wandered deeper, a hauntingly beautiful melody filled the air, drawing her to a grand ballroom illuminated by a spectral chandelier. There, in the center of the room, stood a mysterious man named Nathaniel, dressed in attire from a bygone era. Nathaniel's eyes, like twin pools of darkness, met Isabella's gaze, and an instant connection forged between them, defying logic and time. He was trapped in a ghostly existence, forever bound to the hollow manor by a curse that sought to consume his soul. The curse had been cast centuries ago by a vengeful witch who had loved him deeply and was denied his affections. As Isabella and Nathaniel spent time together, their bond grew stronger, transcending the boundaries of life and death. With each passing day, the curse's hold on Nathaniel weakened, and he began to experience fleeting moments of corporeal existence. But the curse demanded a heavy price for every moment he spent in the physical realm. Isabella's life force was slowly drained, bringing her closer to the brink of death. Despite the danger, Isabella and Nathaniel's love deepened, and they hatched a desperate plan to break the curse. With the help of an ancient grimoire hidden within the mansion, they uncovered a ritual that required them to traverse the perilous realms of both the living and the dead. They embarked on a harrowing journey, facing nightmarish creatures and confronting their own darkest fears. As they neared the climax of the ritual, the vengeful witch who had cursed Nathaniel resurfaced, determined to keep them apart. A final confrontation unfolded in a realm beyond time, where Isabella and Nathaniel confronted the witch's tormented spirit. It was here that they learned the truth. The witch had cast the curse not out of hatred, but out of her own agony and longing for Nathaniel's love. In a heart-wrenching twist, Isabella realized that breaking the curse meant sacrificing her own existence. The ritual required her to offer up her life force to sever the curse's ties to the physical world. Tearfully, she made the ultimate choice, trading her life for Nathaniel's freedom. As the curse shattered, Nathaniel's spirit was released, but Isabella's body lay lifeless in the hollow manor. Nathaniel's anguish knew no bounds, but in the moments before he faded into the afterlife, a radiant light enveloped him. Isabella's spirit appeared before him, transformed into an ethereal being. Their love had transcended death itself, allowing them to be together in a realm where time had no meaning. And so the tragic love story of Isabella and Nathaniel became an eternal legend in Ravenbrook. Their spirits were said to wander the misty town, a ghostly reminder that love could conquer even the darkest of curses and bind souls across dimensions, weaving a love story that was both beautiful and terrifying in its intensity. In the forgotten village of Ravenswood, nestled deep within a dense and mysterious forest, lived a young woman named Evelyn. She was known for her ethereal beauty and the haunted look that seemed to linger in her eyes. Despite her captivating appearance, villagers whispered tales of an ancient curse that plagued her family for generations, dooming them to love stories that were as tragic as they were terrifying. One fateful evening, as the moon cast an eerie glow over the village, a stranger named Nathaniel arrived on horseback. His arrival was shrouded in mystery, and his piercing gaze seemed to pierce through the souls of those he met. He was immediately drawn to Evelyn, as if he had been searching for her his whole life. The villagers warned him about the curse that befell her family, but he laughed it off, confident in his own strength and determination to break the cycle. As Evelyn and Nathaniel spent more time together, their love grew stronger, defying the warnings of the villagers. But the forest that surrounded Ravenswood seemed to hold secrets of its own, whispering ancient incantations that seemed to seep into the lovers' dreams. Night after night, they found themselves entwined in visions of despair and doom, their love story taking on a darker and more foreboding hue. One stormy night, as lightning cracked across the sky and rain poured down in torrents, Evelyn confessed her deepest fear to Nathaniel. She told him that her ancestors were cursed by a vengeful sorceress who vowed that their love would be their undoing. Nathaniel, fueled by love and a desire to protect Evelyn, declared that he would face any challenge to break the curse and ensure their happiness. Their journey to break the curse took them deeper into the heart of the enchanted forest, where trees whispered secrets and shadows seemed to dance with malevolence. They encountered trials that tested their devotion, riddles that twisted their minds, illusions that threatened to tear them apart, and a darkness that threatened to consume their very souls. Yet their love remained unyielding, a beacon of light against the encroaching darkness. As they approached the heart of the forest, they discovered the source of the curse, a decrepit, ancient tree with twisted roots that seemed to pulse with malevolent energy. To break the curse, Nathaniel had to sacrifice his own life, offering his love and his very existence to the forest in exchange for breaking the cycle of tragedy that had plagued Evelyn's family for centuries. With tears streaming down their faces, they shared a final embrace and a passionate kiss, sealing Nathaniel's fate. As he stepped towards the cursed tree, the ground trembled, and the forest roared in approval. The curse shattered, but at a heart-wrenching cost. Evelyn was left alone, heartbroken and haunted by the memory of their love. The villagers, witnessing the forest's fury, began to understand the depth of their bond and the sacrifice Nathaniel had made. Legends were told, songs were sung, and a deep sense of reverence for their love story emerged, transforming it into a tale that was both terrifying and tragic yet undeniably powerful. And so the village of Ravenswood and the enchanted forest held onto the memory of Evelyn and Nathaniel, a love that defied darkness itself. Travelers would visit the village to hear the chilling tale, to see the tree that had been forever changed by their love, and to reflect on the boundaries that love can transcend even in the face of the most terrifying of curses. In the heart of a forgotten village nestled deep within the mist-covered woods, lived a young woman named Elara. She was known for her ethereal beauty and her hauntingly captivating presence. The villagers often spoke in hushed tones about her, whispering tales of her mysterious origins and the curse that seemed to shroud her every step. One fateful night, a brave and curious traveler named Alistair arrived in the village. Drawn by the stories and the lure of the unknown, he sought out Elara. Their eyes met under the pale moonlight, and an instant connection sparked between them. Unbeknownst to Alistair, he had stumbled into a web of ancient magic and tragic love that spanned centuries. As Alistair and Elara spent more time together, their feelings deepened into a passionate and intense love. However, strange occurrences began to unfold around them. Shadows seemed to dance in the corners of their vision, and unsettling whispers filled the air whenever they touched. The villagers, sensing the growing darkness, begged Alistair to leave, warning him of the curse that had plagued Elara's bloodline for generations. But Alistair was undeterred, his love for Elara blinding him to the impending danger. He delved into the village's history, discovering a heartbreaking tale of a forbidden love between a sorceress and a mortal man. The sorceress's pursuit of immortality had led her down a path of darkness, cursing her bloodline to be forever entwined with the shadows. As Alistair uncovered the truth, he realized that the only way to break the curse was to confront the ancient sorceress herself. Guided by a cryptic journal, he embarked on a perilous journey to find the long-lost artifacts needed to perform the ritual that could undo the curse. The path was treacherous, filled with traps and trials meant to test his resolve. Along the way, he encountered restless spirits bound to the curse, seeking release from their torment. Each spirit shared a fragment of the sorceress's tragic story, deepening Alistair's understanding of the darkness that had woven its way through generations. Meanwhile, Elara's connection to the curse grew stronger, her once gentle nature now tainted by the malevolent force that had plagued her family. She fought to maintain her humanity, but the darkness threatened to consume her completely. Alistair's journey culminated in a harrowing confrontation with the sorceress in the ruins of her long-abandoned lair. The air crackled with ancient magic as he channeled the power of the artifacts. In a climactic battle of wills, Alistair's love for Elara clashed against the sorceress's thirst for power. In the end, it was Elara herself who broke the curse. Through her love for Alistair, she found the strength to defy the darkness that had haunted her bloodline. The sorceress's spirit was finally laid to rest, and the curse that had bound their love was shattered. However, the toll on Alistair was great. The battle had drained him of his life force, and as the curse dissipated, he faded away like mist in the morning sun. Elara held him in her arms, their love transcending even the boundaries of life and death. And so their love story became a whispered legend, a tale of a love that had conquered even the darkest of curses. The villagers, once fearful, now spoke of Alistair and Elara with reverence and awe, a testament to the power of love that could withstand the most terrifying of trials.